Hi, I'm Tracy Noseworthy from Do Yoga With Me. And this is a morning Vinyasa practice. Something to get your day started. Have some fun. Namaste. Hi. Today's practice is about waking yourself up, similar to that of a cup of coffee. We're going to start in the pose of Vinyasa. So pressing the tops of the feet down to the mat, please. You're welcome to be hip distance or knees a little closer together, whatever's comfortable for you. And pressing the hands just softly to the upper middle thighs, lifting to lengthen the sides of the body, and then lowering the eyelids to close the eyes fully. Where the mouth can close, the breath can ebb and flow in and out through the nostrils, finding a balance and a rhythm that is an undercurrent of life. It does wake us up. And when we shift the awareness that nothing else matters, for the next short period of time, this is your practice. No expectations, none to yourself and none from another. Just the opportunity to be. We're going to come into focused breath, empty the lungs, and draw your first deep inhale in through the nostrils. Carry the breath to the upper chest cavity. Pause, linger, containment. You're full. Keep the mouth closed and exhale. Take the breath to the bottom where the navel draws to the back of the body. Pause again, empty. And then inhale to revisit that. Lift, lengthen. Fill yourself up. Pause. Exhale to empty. And release everything that you don't need. Pause. Third cycle. Inhale. Draw the breath to the upper chest cavity. Notice it. Containment. You're full. And then slow release. Exhale. And note the empty. Draw the hands to the heart center. Place the thumbs upon the sternum. Lift and lengthen through the sides of the body, and then humbly bow the chin down to the chest. Simple connection established, short period of time, mind to body. Softly lift the crown of the head. Release the hands to the thighs and flutter the eyes open. And then lift the arms, and as you lift the arms, lift the hips. Take a big breath in. And with the exhalation, take your time to bow forward, stretching the hands as far in front of you as you can. Plant the palms, inhale through tabletop. Tuck the toes and exhale, lift to downward facing dog. Lift the heels right away on the inhale, float to the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, pivot both heels to the right, maintain the shoulders square. Come back through center, high to the balls of the feet, and exhale, heels toward the left, shoulders remain square. Come back through center, high to the balls of the feet. That's a big breath in. With the exhale, press the heels back and keep the length in the side body long. In stillness, enjoy a breath. This inversion, blood flow to the brain, and a long exhale. The next inhale, float the right leg above you, hug the inner thighs, point the toes, go for the length on the breath, and draw the knee into the chest with the exhale. Send the right leg, again, up and overhead. Draw the right knee toward the right elbow and touch it if you can. Send the right leg back overhead, and with the exhale, draw the right knee to the left elbow. Send the right leg back on the inhale. Take your time looking forward. Place the right foot toward the right thumb and lower the left knee down. Float the arms up, overhead. Bring them behind you and find a soft interlace with the elbows stay bent. On the inhale, float the back knee, lift the chest. And with the exhalation, release the palms and step quietly back to high plank pose. Take the inhale. And slowly lower yourself to meet the mat on the exhale. Inhale, Bhujangasana, that of Cobra, light on the hands, strong through the back. Exhale to the knees, Tuck the toes and downward facing dog. Without pause, inhale, lift the left leg. And exhale, draw the knee in toward the chest. Inhale, lift the left leg. With the exhale, bring the left knee to the left elbow and touch it if it's there. Inhaling, send the left leg again up. And exhale, cross under the body to touch the right tricep. Inhale, send the left leg again, three-legged downward facing dog. And exhale, place the left foot to the left thumb and lower the right knee down. Take your time to lift the arms, inhaling. Bring the hands behind you, shift the interlace with the exhale. On the inhale, float the back knee and lift your heart. And with the exhalation, place the palms flat and take your time to step high plank pose. Inhale for the length and the strength and slowly lower yourself down to meet the mat with the exhale. Untuck the toes and charge the legs. Inhale, that of cobra. Exhale to the knees, tuck the toes, and downward facing dog. Take one breath, enjoy the breath, and take a long exhalation. And then glide toward a high plank pose, pause. Lower your right forearm to the mat, lower the left forearm to the mat. Bring your hands to a full interlace and walk your big toes to touch. So waking up the connections to the midline and the core stability, lift the front thighs, lift the inner thighs, lengthen the tailbone, and draw the low ribs in. Pressing down through the forearms, looking just past the knuckles. Soften the heart. If the belly starts to shake, it's good. We're waking ourselves up. Take a breath and stay for the exhale. If you're shaking and shimmering, that's a good thing. Take another breath and stay for the exhale. Final of 3. Inhale and exhale. Release only the interlace. Turn the palms in front of you. Take your time to come back to the hands and take your time to lift the hips. Downward facing dog. One breath in downward facing dog and lungs to empty. Carry the right leg again up overhead. Inhale. Place the foot quietly between the hands with the exhale. Lift through crescent lunge, inhaling, and bring the hands again behind you on the exhale. Interlace the palms with the elbows bent. Hug the shoulders to the back of the body and sit a little deeper to the bend of your right knee. The inhale, extend the arms long. Hug the inner thighs to each other and lift your heart up. Take the breath. Sit deeper, hug in, and lift your heart higher. Last layer, breath. Inhale. And exhaling. As the eyes come forward, release the hands to the earth, frame your foot, plant the palms, send your right leg again up and overhead. Point the toes, take the breath, and draw the right knee to the right upper arm to stay this time for the exhale. From here, plant down, take yourself a little tiny push-up, or shimmy the weight forward and float that left leg up. Take the breath. Place the left foot back, step back, high plank pose, and lower through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, and a long breath out. Carry the left leg again up overhead. Inhale. Place the left foot to the left thumb. Exhaling. Let the arms up overhead and pause. Lift to lengthen. Bring your hands behind you. Shift the interlace. Close the palms. Plug the shoulders. And as you hug in with the inner thighs, extend the arms slowly towards straight. Balance. The arms extend downward. The heart expands upward. The eyes can follow. Hug the inner thighs in. Lift to lengthen. Take the breath. Soften the eyes, your teeth, and your tongue. And as you bring your eyes through center, release the hands. Float your left leg again, three-legged downward facing dog. Point and hug the inner thigh strongly around the bone as you bring the left knee to the left elbow. Anchor in and a little tiny push-up. Anchor and floating that back leg up in the air. Take the breath. Softly place the right foot back, the left to high plank. Inhale for length. And exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale over the toes. And downward facing dog. Fill the body up with the inhale. Note the upper chest cavity fills. And empty the body fully with the exhale. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. To lift the heels with the breath. To bend the knees halfway, looking forward. Take your time to step toward the top of your mat. Bow forward. Release the breath fully. Bend the knees, please. Padahastasana. Slide your palms face up below the toes. Creep the toes to the crease line of the wrists where you can. Hug again the energy between the ankles and the shins, rotating the inner thighs back. And even here, lift through a halfway lift. Create the space in the spine. And exhale to bow. The option is to look behind you, look between your knees, or the option, look toward the belly, creating a slight lock at the throat, Jalandhara, the crown of the head heavy. Take a breath. Release the breath, bend the knees, release the hands, and charge your feet. Take the arms wide and inhale, rise up. And exhale, Garudasana, left elbow under right elbow. Hugging the elbows in and noticing where your palms in fact can meet. Rooting down with the feet, rooting down with the right foot. Lift the left knee nice and high. Wrap the left over the right. If the double bind is there, wrap behind the ankle. And then work the hips towards square. Take your breath, hug into the midline, sit deeper on the exhalation. Anchoring as we do the focal point, waking up the body, challenging the balance. Take a breath and sit for the depth. The next inhale, unwinding the pose of Garudasana. And on the exhalation, hands to the heart, left foot floats behind you, Virabhadrasana 3. Lift the right knee, tone the right thigh. Reaching the arms in front of you. Interlace the fingers, release the index finger, flex the left foot, lift the left inner thigh, and visit the length, the stability, the moment of pause. Take the breath. Bring the hands to the heart, micro bend in the right knee as you lift the left. And as you step down, bow forward. Empty the lungs completely. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. And exhale to bow. Rooting down, carry the arms wide and inhale, float up. Exhale, Garudasana, right elbow wraps under left elbow. Hugging the palms in. Lift the elbows to the height of the shoulders, gesture the hands away from the face as you bend into both knees. Rooting the left to lift the right. And wrapping the right high over the left. Perhaps to double bind. But draw the right knee back. Sitting into balance and noting left and right sides of the body, noticing how we wake up. We alert the senses. We stabilize. We breathe. One more cycle. As we unwind the pose of Garudasana, that of an eagle, keeping the right leg lifted, bring the hands to the heart. At the same time, float the right leg back. Virabhadrasana 3. Lift the left knee, Tone the right inner thigh, flex the right foot, reach the arms in front of you. Shift the interlace, release the index finger, and glide in opposite directions, the fingers forward, the right foot back. Take the breath. Draw the hands toward the heart center. Micro bend to the left knee as you lift the right. Stepping down, bow forward, release the breath again. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Exhale to bow forward, plant your palms, step quietly to downward facing dog pose. Take a breath in downward dog. Empty the lungs. Inhale to lift the heels and exhale to bend the knees down to the mat. Cross the ankles from behind, roll over the feet to the seat, and extend the legs in front of you. Wiggling yourself forward and allowing the feet to gently stay awake. Spread the toes. Keeping the legs long, lift the arms, take the breath. And then slowly curl the chin to the chest. Lower yourself down to meet the mat. When you meet the mat, pause. Settle. Release the hands. Open the feet to the width of your mat. Open the palms at least to the width of the mat, if not wider. And close the eyes. And settle with an ease of the breath. A wake up to the body. A reception that's held. Full Shavasana. And then taking some deeper breaths, wiggling through the fingers, wiggling through the toes. Begin to bend the knees, place the feet again softly upon the mat. Take your time rolling to the right side and keeping the eyes closed. And from there, bringing yourself slowly back to seated. When you find the pose of seated, comfortable seated, replace the hands at the heart. Mudra Vanjali. And as you look inside and you note the work we do on the mat is very directly related to the work we do off the mat. And whether it's a short practice or a long practice, the start of your day or the end of a day, the benefits are long lasting. And the work we do is carried forward. Thank yourself for showing up, for making time for yourself. And thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.